What's up guys, I'm back with another action figure review. This time it is the Arkham Knight or Red Hood action figure from the Batman Arkham video game series. It's within the Amazing Yamaguchi line of toys. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so here is the Arkham Knight figure in its original packaging as it was delivered. This is the 24th action figure in the Amazing Yamaguchi line. Like I said before, this character is from the Batman Arkham games, specifically the final game in the trilogy, Arkham Knight. This game came out quite a while ago, so I'll be spoiling the story a little bit. The Arkham Knight is Batman's main antagonist for most of the game until it's revealed that the Knight is actually Jason Todd, the second Robin to Batman who's assumed dead at the Joker's hands. During his confrontation with Batman, he changes his armor to more closely align with his more famous comic alter ego, the Red Hood, which you'll see soon. On the side of the box, you'll see some more great art, as well as some credit to the amazing sculptor Yamaguchi Kazuhisa. Now the back of the box shows most of the capabilities of the figure, especially the transformation from Arkham Knight mode with the blue armor parts to Red Hood with the red armor parts. You can also see the extra accessory options and the various poses the figure can do. On the fourth side, you see another great picture of the figure in the Red Hood mode in a very menacing and arrogant pose. But let's finally open up this bad boy. So I noticed this really small detail that they put in the box. These icons here may seem like just random art, but they're actually from the video game. They signify the side quests related to the Arkham Knight in the video game that Batman can do. So really small detail, but I guess it's a nod or Easter egg to people who have played the game and remember. So I thought that was really cool. Wow, I really love this art that came in the back. If the crease lines in the art wasn't so strong and evident, I would have loved to display this, but alas. Alright, so here he is in its box. On the back there is a base for him, which is going to be super useful for getting some aerial poses. Let's see, and down here we have instructions, and they're all in Japanese. But no issue, because the pictures are pretty self-explanatory, so shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so here's the Arkham Knight out of the box. He's pretty sturdy, the plastic parts feel nice, they have a weight to them, everything seems to be on tight. Here I'm checking for the articulation of the various joints in the figure, seeing what can move and what can't. The shoulders are pretty good, I'm checking the elbows here on the left side, and on the other arm as well, seems like it can move pretty well. The wrist can also move. As you can see here, moving down to the waist, the torso, and it has an ab crunch both in the chest and at the waist connection. Moving down to the legs, even the feet have a double joint, the knees obviously move, and the thigh parts. Overall, pretty good articulation. Not amazing, but still good. Okay, so we saw the main figure. Let's go look at all the accessory parts. Here we have all the various hand parts. Then we got two red katanas and two curved daggers. Here we got two chest options. One is just the red variation of the Arkham Knight armor. The other is a Red Hood chest piece with the classic Batman Red Hood symbol on it. Here we have some alternative color options for the shoulders, biceps, wrists, knees, wrist joints, and of course the iconic Red Hood helmet. Okay, so I've opened up everything and checked all the contents. Let's try switching out the different parts and seeing just how easy or difficult it is to accessorize the Arkham Knight. I will fast forward through all of this though, because it definitely took a minute.
Alright, finally, here is the Arkham Knight with his red armor on and his red hood helmet. As you saw, it took quite a while to switch out parts for the first time, but once I figured out how to effectively remove pieces on one side, it became much easier to replicate on the other side. So now, let's get into some poses and I'll give a final review of this figure. Alright y'all, I hope everyone liked that little montage. I tried showing off the various poses that were shown on the box art, nothing too fancy. Anyway, let me give you guys my final thoughts on this figure. Cons first. I hate changing the hand parts. That is my number one issue in this figure. The ball joints for the wrist that connect the interchangeable hands with the forearms are extremely tiny and movable, which is not a good combination. It's easy enough to put one end of the ball joint into the forearm, but because the other end of the joint can move very easily, attaching the hand part tightly is very difficult and aggravating. So much so that I couldn't even film myself changing the hands. Most of the other parts though, such as the shoulder pads and chest armor, are thankfully easier to switch out. It was a bit difficult to change the helmet though because it was pretty tightly fit around the neck ball joint, but not as bad as the hand joints. In terms of the weapons, they're pretty easy attached to the gripping hands. They're not too tight or too loose in the grip, so it's not too much of an issue, but sometimes if you're moving the figure around, the weapons can come out of the hands. I do wish they included some dual pistols to complete the iconic Red Hood look. I feel like that was a very big missed opportunity. Okay, now the pros. This figure in general looks amazing. The color separation, the paint job, metallic look, and the detailed decals really show off the figure. He just looks like his video game counterpart essentially. One of my favorite features of this figure is the transformation option between the Arkham Knight mode and the Red Hood mode. You get the best of both worlds. Another favorite feature of mine are the helmets. Both are made with a really nice reflective material that gives a great overall shine to the figure. In terms of the overall design, I love how his physique was sculpted. He definitely looks like he's in optimal shape to be an ace mercenary or vigilante going toe-to-toe with Gotham's greatest. Alright, well that's all I have to say about this figure. Overall, if you're a fan of the Arkham Knight game or Red Hood in general, this is definitely a must-have. That's it for this review. I'll catch y'all later.